Hello. Welcome guys, welcome back to my page. I'm Chosen1444 Healer, and I'm back with a message. This time is a late night message. I got a message earlier. Quick, what's the tea, what's the gossip? I got some new decks rolling in, so I feel like I needed to add a little bit more, topics, a little more different things, because I know people are wondering about different things in life, so we'll see. So I'm thinking right now, I want to do like a new let's do like a career reading, a money reading, right? So that's what's going on. Like some people probably are wondering, what's going on with their finances. Are they gonna get the promotion? Are they gonna get their raise? Are they gonna get a new job? What's going on? Are they gonna get any richer if you're already in a good position? Should you leave? Should you go? What's going on in the workplace? Like, what's the gossip? What's the tea in the workplace, right? So let's see. So, like I said, this could be past, present, or future. So let's see what they have so far. So, okay. So what I'm getting is that so far what I'm getting, the advice I'm getting is that you should start setting some financial goals. Set specific financial goals, define what you want to achieve, create a new timeline, and implement a plan to achieve your objectives, right? So yeah, that sounds good, right? Basically that's a good beginning card, right? Start making some plans, right? So what do you even want in life at this moment, right? What do you want? What kind of position you want? What kind of money you want to make? How do you want to live? Are you trying to live comfortably? Are you trying to live like above your means? Which is like, you're probably gonna have to be working full time, or you have to get a job that's actually meant for you, right? That's gonna go by your living standards. I'm also getting right now is that, right? So start making some financial goals. Also while you're in this energy, try to like understand like some financial literacy, right? Enhance your financial knowledge, read some books, right? Take courses and stay informed about personal finance to make better decisions and achieve your goals, right? So basically, like maybe you need an advisor. Some of you might probably like trying to get help, like to know how to save more. Like maybe like if you could invest in certain things, like learn about how to do investments, like such as stocks and stuff like that, right? So that's good too. I see that's what's coming up, right? So make some financial goals, and try to teach yourself about financial literacy, like how can you stretch your money and save it, where can you invest it in that so far, okay? So that's a good thing so far. That makes kind of sense, the most sense so far, right? So let's see what else is coming out for you guys. Okay, so right now some of you probably are trying to like, reduce your debt, right? You're trying to like, make strategies, trying to figure out like, should you pay this first, right? How can you pay it, maybe split payments, like pay it twice a month. You got a bill that's due at the end of the month. You're trying to avoid on taking new liabilities. So basically, like if you already got a car right now, or you already got certain things you pay for, you're trying to like limit that. Like you're not trying to add no more liabilities to yourself, which is good because that go hand in hand when it comes to like creating them goals and having some literacy, right? You're not gonna keep adding more debt to your life if you're already in some debt, right? So that's what I'm getting. Some of you guys are probably right now, like, trying to reduce your debt. Okay? So that's a good thing, too. How we're going to get to that goal. We do got to start reducing some debt. Okay? And it seemed that some of you probably have been having to, like, create an emergency fund. Like, you, like, trying to, like, have money on the side. Like, whether, like, you old school, like, putting it in the shoebox. Or maybe you, like, actually have a separate account where you're trying to, like, put money, like, 3 months worth, 6 months worth to save in expenses. And keep it, easy available at all times. So that's a good thing too. Basically saying like, the advice is that, try to make some emergency funds just so you can avoid certain situations where you might need some money. So try to start forming an emergency fund, like however you want to do, whether it's a piggy bank or extra, account. Then I'm also getting is that so far, even if you're having a hard time like finding new jobs or positions, right? Try to like, while you in it, try to seek some satisfaction in your job. Identify what you enjoy about your work, right? That's the advice I'm getting. Seek out tasks that align with your interests. Avoid and advocate for changes that improve your experience. So say like you are in the workplace, you're struggling to find a new job. Maybe at work, you could ask your supervisors like, okay, like, how can we improve this experience? Like this part of my job, this area in the position needs more work. If we operate like this, maybe that everybody could go home better, or everybody could feel more appreciated, right? Or maybe it makes the task easier. Whether it's like we split the workload amongst all of us, not put all the workload on one person or two people. How about we split it amongst 10 people, right? So basically, what I'm getting is that instance is saying that try to seek some satisfaction within your current job to help you get through your process while you're looking for a new position, okay? So yeah, basically create some goals, learn about, financial literacies. Try to control your debt. You've been in energy trying to control your debt. And then get advice is like, try to create emergency fund, and find some satisfaction in the current position you are right now, okay? So let's see. Also what I'm getting to, what they saying is that, create some financial boundaries. Yes, create some financial boundaries, okay? Establish and maintain financial boundaries. Communicate clearly with family and friends. Avoid lending money when you can't afford it. Prioritize your health, right? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense, right? Like, if your family or friends, people reaching out to you because you're probably are like normally the one that always help and give, set some boundaries, because it's like, are they going to be there for you when you need that help? Most likely not, because they come to you for help, right? So sometimes people really just don't got it, and you the one that got it, but at the same time too, it's like, who's gonna help you when you need that help? Anything literally can happen any day, right? So when I'm getting ancestors are saying that establish and maintain some financial boundaries, okay? Let them know, like, all right, I got this, but I can't give you this. Or sometimes you gotta just say no. Say no, because they're gonna tell you no. Okay? So what I'm getting at so far, like, you basically in the energy, like, strategic planning from the very beginning. You're in that energy of planning and planning and planning. Keep it up. Develop some strategic plans for your career, finances, set long-term goals, create actual steps, and regularly review your progress on the course. So while you're in it, try to look back at what you accomplished so far. Okay, then you can check that off on your list so you can feel a little better. Like, give yourself some gratitude, right? Like, okay, I got this far, right? So don't beat yourself up like when you're like becoming a workaholic and beat yourself down where it's like now you're not even giving yourself no credit for none of the work you did. Like, that's what I'm getting. Like, try to give yourself some type of credit for the work you are doing, but at the same time, keep moving forward, keep pushing, okay? So I like that. And last comment poll is that, okay, you basically right now currently are in the entrepreneurial spirit. A lot of people, didn't I say this in my other readings? People have been in this entrepreneurial spirit. And honestly, I feel that is part of the new earth. The new earth is creativity. Yes, okay, so we're going to have our 9 to 5 to balance out with our entrepreneurial side, But some people, entrepreneurial side might just take off. You might not even need a 9 to 5. Some people are going to have to balance it based on what your craft is. Might not need to do both. But some people are literally going to take off entrepreneur, right? So entrepreneur spirit. Embrace your inner entrepreneur. Identify a passion or skill you can monetize. Create a business plan and make the first step towards going towards your venture. Yes. Haven't we all? Like I said, whether you want to start a channel, a business, anything you're good at. Drawing, painting, carpeting, fixing roofs, whatever you're good at. I feel like you need to try to do that and add to it, okay? So far that's good for your career. Like you in the process of basically just creating boundaries and stuff like that, and balancing it out, trying to learn about financial ways to save and how to stretch your money. And it's also given that you are being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act now. So start listening to your intuition, okay? Start listening. Whatever idea that's popping up, you're like, oh, nah, that ain't gonna make no sense. Or, nah, that's not gonna take off. Or, nah, if I do this, people not gonna really nobody gonna support me. Start thinking like that. You never know who will support you. It may not always be the people that you know closely, but you will be surprised how big this world is, especially with the technology we have today. Your outsiders might really be your biggest supporters, okay? And don't be deceived, okay? Deception, right? So a lot of you probably feeling like, you probably not seeing a entire picture, or you can't see the entire picture, like how these outcomes could be, like whatever you plan on, you can't see it really happening, but you got to get out of that, right? So sometimes things are purposely withheld from you, whether it's within a career, like, or certain information, like whether it comes to like you calling out from God. Sometimes God's not putting, you can't see the picture clearly, but it could be there. You just have to just follow the steps, okay? So you might be choosing to look the other way, and you betray yourself, because now it's like on some, like, you got the tools, but you looking the other way, like, nah, it's not gonna work. You're betraying yourself. It's time to gain some clarity, okay? So yeah, that's when it comes to that finance. Start paying attention. Don't sell yourself too short, okay? Because you could be missing out, And like I said, connect to your intuition. Look at that. Connect to your intuition, okay? Repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice in a situation. Break free from the old ways of thinking and ask for a new insight. Call on God. Please, God, am I making the right decision? God, is this right? And you're going to most likely get it, the intuitive nudges, because when you start getting, like, whether it's results after you started, or maybe, like, other people that you might not even know, you just talk about it. People like, oh yeah, people like, yeah, you should do it. Like, whether it's to a stranger or somebody like, or you might see like a synchronicity, like whether it's like something that remind you of it, and you may come across somebody that do the same thing as you, or think about doing the same thing as you, or you see a commercial or something that reminds you of something you want to do, or whatever. That's going to be your connection to your intuition to start that passion you're thinking about working on. Okay, so I'm gonna put one more card. Okay, and the answers are saying, take a step back. Take a step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you are close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective you need, okay? So that's all it's saying, basically. Like, you're in a good path right now. Like, I feel like this is like a beginning stage. You're in a beginning stage, like, of just learning how to make money, how to stretch it, how to save, learning to pull back from others, learning not to overgive. You coming up with your strategy. You trying to form emergency funds. Like, if even if you got money in your account, you're telling people you're broke, and you tell yourself you're broke, which is great. You literally tell people you're broke right now. And like I said, even when you're not happy right now in your current situation, try to find ways right now just to keep you holding on until you got to go, because that might be the only thing help you get through in life right now, paying your bills. So don't just up and leave, when that's the only thing you got. Try to find something there to keep you there for now till you get you got to get. And that's that, And like I said, start listening to your intuition. Like, take a step back and view things for what it is. And you might actually, like I said, you might actually enjoy it, or you might actually be able to stay where you at, but like, and just create like a side hustle maybe, or a side craft. Or like I said, like, you might just really just take off and you limit yourself by just staying with the 9 to 5 and not even taking the chance to start your own business. So that's all, guys. That's the career reading, this quick career reading for the night. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, you can DM me. If you like my reading, you can like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Till next time. Bye.